Gonna work with the... this'll do. Hello, dear listeners. You're gonna have to forgive me. I have to use a recording from the 50s. I believe it's the future in your time. Look, the thing is, I know there's this big guitar music scene in Kenya right now around this time period, but the problem is that there's no recordings of it, at least as far as I could find. If you happen to know of any more recordings of Kenyan music from the 1920s, feel free to send that to vitusvarnus@gmail.com, and I will quickly look at that. It's weird broadcasting throughout different times and space, of course, you know how it is. Anyways, we're back after a long hiatus. Where we last left our heroes, they had just finished up in Australia, having learned that Kenya is the last place they need to go. And in there lies a dangerous secret. For that is where the last members of the Carlisle expedition lie. Moeru and Hypatia Masters. These two women are conducting a very dangerous ritual that, if left unchecked, could bring about the bloody tongue. But for now, they have more pressing issues to deal with our little adventurers. You see, as they arrive, they are about to meet someone very, very dangerous. Alright, I think that should do the trick. Mac, any luck finding records yet in our memory? No, I try my damnedest, but I just can't seem to piece it together. Fair enough, Mac. Fair enough. So what took us so long, anyway? Time dilation nonsense, you know how it is. It's not the first time we've taken a long, unexpected hiatus. Remember that one time in Centralia where you got so depressed that you didn't do anything for God knows how long? Don't remind me, Mac. Don't remind me. That was a very low point in my life. You paused the time! That goes against your very rules, laddie! Whatever.
So, what I need to ask before we begin is, do you invite Harry Kane to the Trust? He is a good pilot, and he did just shoot down that thing. But no one ever gave him
more experience with him than I do.
Yeah.
What are the other things? Good lad.
I'd say yes.
We could use a pilot.
Always hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like as you get on the boat to leave, like right beforehand, you bid him off and you give him your you give him the card to see if he'll join.
Oh, yeah.
And we will find out later if he does. Madeline will stay behind in Australia. She's had enough adventuring for one day.
Yeah.
And thus begins your long journey over to Mombasa. It's a long trip. You actually have to stop back in South Africa again so you can go back up the coast because that's the most common port boats are going to.
Mm.
So it takes a couple of days, but you've got time to collect your breath and think. There's no side adventure this time, unlike the one time on the boat when it turned out that you had to shoot a guy because he was secretly cockroaches.
What?
It happens.
You weren't there for that, Lewis. I mean, Lewis was there. Lewis remembers it. Mal, you don't.
Do I?
Yeah, that was when you and Praheet fought a giant worm in the ocean.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was a great session. The episode's currently up if you want to go listen to that. Anyway, so you've all in the days before you've gathered up into one of the rooms you're staying in, and you're reviewing the evidence as you get ready to go into Kenya. You're free to discuss amongst yourselves. If you need any prompting from me, feel free to ask. But it's just the four of you.
Alright, so to recap. They're gonna launch a rocket to a very exact point to
Yeah.
create some sort of occult pyramid.
Yes. Odd. This is.
I
Kind
assume
of
they're
a s-
gonna.
Ugh.
We're saying you?
Oh, I was sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt Lewis, but I
Nah.
assume they're going to launch something with that rocket.
I can't remember seeing like it. It would be like a satellite or something that could go in the orbit of the Earth. I think I recall that.
But you mean a kind of focus object that they want at each of those locations?
Possibly, yes.
I mean, yeah. We know where it's being launched from. That's great. I believe.
Yeah, they're launching from Shanghai because that's where the rocket ship parts are being sent.
Great.
A brief little note. You know it's somewhere near Shanghai. You don't have an exact location.
Okay.
That's what Jack, Brady, and Praheet are waiting for back at the base.
Alright.
Okay.
Soft correction. You have the general whereabouts.
Thank you. If we could intercept another shipment, that could possibly give us access whereabouts, but that's assuming that they are still gathering the parts and not in the assembly stage at the moment.
Yeah.
Do we still?
Oh, nope. Yeah, say what you're gonna say.
Sorry. I was gonna say, do we still have that journal of the bloated woman entries? Because I think it was talking about the rocket ship in there.
Yeah, you do. If you want to read what it says.
Okay. Yeah. So in the last entry, it says that they're going to salt the heavens with poisoned metals stolen from the sky, and also mention a fiery death. So I assume that the rocket ship is planning to be destroyed somewhere if it's not meant to, I guess, survive the atmosphere. But the poison metals stolen from the sky.
They're dropping a bomb?
Wait, poison metal stolen from the sky. Do they mean a meteorite?
Maybe?
Could be, but poison metal. Lead? We know about lead yet?
Yeah, no, you know about lead. Lead has been a thing for a while.
I mean, how it's poisonous.
Let me check. Poisoning discovered when? I actually don't know this.
I don't recall when the collectively said lead's bad for you.
Didn't they know about it back in the Greek period, but they didn't really mind?
Like, people knew about lead poisoning long ago. Like, somewhere around the 1500s, it would appear. Like, we didn't get
There was
like
the thing with the
scientific.
Mad Hatters.
Yeah, that's why we have Mad Hatters. That's why the phrase exists. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, we know about lead poisoning. We
All
know
right,
about the
yeah.
lead poisoning.
Second.
Yeah.
I honestly have no clue what skill I would use to guess what they would need from a meteorite if it was.
Maybe?
I had an idea, but I wasn't there in character for that moment.
You can assume that like they've told you about it if you think it's reasonable. What are you thinking?
My mind was going back to that to that painter again, with his green liquid, I believe it was. I don't know if that would have anything to do with it, but I don't know why that popped into my head again. I don't even know if y'all found that.
We're thinking about. No, I think Edith did find something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there was a meteorite or like space painting, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of the kind of painting ingredients was something like a meteorite, and somehow the combination of what was in it became basically a painting potion ingredient. It's possible these people have experimented with that before.
It's possible. I'm just thinking of what could mean a poisonous metal. Hmm.
I mean, we don't know about radioactivity yet, I believe.
Actually, radioactivity is being discovered right now. You don't know that it's poisonous yet because people are still using it to paint watches.
Oh, poor
It
Metal
makes
Girl.
them glow in the dark, though.
It makes them glow in dark, though. What? Cancer? Never heard of her.
It's magic.
Ah.
But yeah, Toprak, I think the meteorite idea is a very strong suggestion based on when this was written.
Yeah.
Could also be a comet, perhaps. Because those have, determined pathways and such.
So that they would launch a rocket to intercept the comet.
That would create a fiery death.
And, yeah, to cause pieces to rain down on the Earth. I don't know how that would exactly lead with their goals. I thought they wanted to resurrect the dead god or something.
Well, it says the fiery death proclaims the opening of the way.
Ah, yes.
Clara, what are the chances of a comet and an eclipse happening at the same time, though?
Oh.
Astronomy roll, please.
I was gonna say, do you want me to roll for that? Because
I was thinking.
Yes.
Because me personally, no fucking clue.
Gonna
Let
need
me
a moment.
see. Pass.
Nice.
Thank you.
Kind of, sort of, but not really. It's a shame that the two don't line up because there's a comet coming in 1927.
Aw.
Comet Skiret Marinsani, but that's about it.
It's either
I'll double check just to be 100% sure, but I don't think there's a comet coming in 1926.
So it's either not a comet, it's one we don't know about, or it's a meteorite. Or it could be none of the above. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's the case of intercepting, or if it's the case of they're planning to find a specific one
Or
to put into the rocket.
Okay.
Kind of like maybe similar to that rock you have in your death ray.
Maybe.
That makes sense?
It's not quite metal, but we can talk about that. But
Lewis,
yeah,
how's the upgrade going for the death ray?
it's definitely coming along. I can say rather well. It's the sudden burst. I'm forgetting what stats we had for that.
I haven't given them to you yet, but I will reveal them to you when you first try to use it. Just
Okay,
remember, it does drain all of your charges.
Yeah, it's looking to be promising. I can say. I haven't used it yet because I think I'd sink the ship if I did it here.
Needs any way I can be of use with it?
Well, I mean, the fact is, I'm treating this like a capacitor, I'll say. Because I'm storing up a whole lot of energy and releasing all at once to get this massive blast from it. If they somehow did that on a large scale, perhaps, that would definitely be dangerous to the Earth. But I don't think they're making a space laser. It's possible, but
Space laser.
shall fire the laser.
One other method we could try, because we might not be able to track the shipments anymore if they're assembling at the moment. But I presume the amount of places they could launch this from are rather limited.
But that depends on if they're going for secrecy, I guess.
Well, I don't think they need a lot of secrecy when they're just about to end the world.
Exactly. So they probably have a good bit of options, maybe.
Hard.
I think you've explored all you really can with the rocket in Shanghai. I think you've gotten as much as you can probably reason out. I'm curious what your plans are for Kenya. Like, what do you want to do?
When we do get to Kenya, I first want to visit the library to check up the meteorite theory.
Certainly, we want to get that out, see if anything is coming. We didn't know.
Yeah, if there's comment coming or any description of a poisonous metal.
Poisons and such. Certainly not suspicious. Anyway. So.
Assuming we did conspiracy floor right now with maybe just all the Kenya related stuff. Something we really need to, I guess, watch out for is the Aja Singh person, because it says they're in Mombasa and they received a lot of what sounds like astronomical stuff and a representation of the bloody tongue, which suggests they are culty.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know what they look like though, but just while if we're starting off in Mombasa, we need to, I guess, try to stay under the radar as much as we can.
Intelligence. I want an int check from Lewis.
Oh, lovely.
I think you would be the one having spent a lot of time with this person. You could figure out something.
This person.
You will understand in a moment.
Well, that's a pass.
Lewis, the last name Singh is the last name many Sikhs take. So if a guy has the last name of Singh, you can probably tell he's going to have a turban and a beard.
Yeah.
That's like, it's a little bit profile-y, but that is the traditional last name, so it would make sense. Your time with Praheet has informed you of this.
Yeah. Thank you. We have a basic idea of who to look out for, at least.
It helps.
I feel like you want me to make more of a connection from that information, but good.
Alright. Anything else you want to do in Kenya?
Well, Bennett did list a lot of people that he interviewed, so I think starting off with any of those, especially Kenyatta, because it seems like they had a lot of information on the bloody tongue.
Yeah.
And the Nandi tribe.
Buddy.
It sounds like naughty tribe. The naughty tribe.
It's the naughty tribe.
Nah, the Nandis are real people, by the way. But, yeah, no, there's a bit of a history, though. They are kind of an oppressed minority group for a while within this time period. I think it's at this point I'll give you sort of the historical lowdown on Kenya. Right now, it's a British colony. It has been given a very false promise of getting a representative democracy that would be by Kenyans for Kenyans. That's a lie. Currently, it is still ruled by the British monarch. And specifically, there's one last little detail you should be aware of. There is a lot of like resistance movements right now that are trying to fight for Kenyan independence. And all the while, the city you're going to after Mombasa, Nairobi, is mostly a British colony town. Like, that city didn't exist until the British showed up.
Hmm.
So they're sort of your lowdown on this because, to put it bluntly, Kenya in the 1920s, racial tensions are high.
Got it.
Oh no.
Yeah. With that, is there anything anybody would like to mention or talk about before we charge headfirst into into Kenya?
Put that up, yeah.
Making sure everyone, I guess, looked over
Yeah.
Bennett's notes one more time, the Nairobi ones.
Business notes. Yeah. Organization. The top. Should be looking at for Selkirk. Where that would be.
Well, within Nairobi.
Yes.
Good luck finding him. It's going to be interesting to see you wander about this town and see what you can figure out.
There's the phone book. What phone?
No, you can't pull that stunt here. I'm not letting you do that twice. You used it in New York, and that really cut that playtime. I'm still mad about that.
It's the 20s. What do you want? That's what you do
Phone
if you
book.
gotta find somebody.
Yeah,
Such
but
an invasion of privacy. Oh.
but this is a town where the phone line's kind of underdeveloped still.
I make a phone book.
All right.
I introduced the printing press.
The boat arrives in Mombasa. It is a port town in Kenya. Uh, the buildings are, again, due to European meddling, very, very like colonial European, if you know what that style kind of looks like. A lot of balconies looking out over the natural wonders of this world and keeping their distance from the quote unquote savages. Ahem.
Yes.
But in general, it's a slightly more integrated town. There's a large railway system that runs from here to Uganda, and there is a bunch of harbors and little shops that buy and sell things.
All right.
And who wanted to go to the library, and who wants to go check out Aja Singh?
Library.
Oh, let's talk about doing the library. Too.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the library. Edith,
We're in Mombasa right now.
you're in Mombasa.
Okay, then I'm going to be on the lookout because I'm not much of a library person.
You're just gonna be looking around town.
Yeah, maybe ask if there's anything about maybe meteorite sightings.
And
To-
Clara,
Since Professor Dimir and Lewis are doing library stuff, I will support Edith in her endeavors.
yeah. Let's start with you two actually. You go looking around, and you're trying to see if there's like anything about about meteorites and whatnot. You actually buy an English newspaper called the Nairobi Star. No dice.
Nothing.
Nothing about upcoming comets or asteroid hits or mysterious meteorites falling out of the sky in recent times. You do see an interesting, help wanted ad in there, which is wanted exorcists for what was it? Wanted help with exorcism. Need anyone you can get. Colonel Endicott. Meet me in Nairobi at the. He mentions a small, like, little pub in Nairobi.
That was one of the people that Bennett interviewed.
and we just happened to be heading in that direction.
Got any experience with exorcisms?
No, but how hard can it be?
A little sign of the cross, and get some holy
Yeah,
water. Can you get
yeah,
holy water?
holy water. Probably.
There are missionaries.
What do you say? Should we answer the ad on behalf of the group?
I'd say so.
Is there a phone number that we can ring for this one, Nash?
You're gonna have to physically meet him at a location, it looks like.
Oh, fair. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yep. He seems to haunt this pub a whole awful lot. He seems, again, Colonel Endicott indicates some level of military experience and a pension he's resting on.
Well, we'll just have to flag him down when we get to Nairobi.
Yep. Make a spot hidden check, both of you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's gonna pass for me.
Same here.
Alright. Alright. Yes, yes.
That's a hard pass, actually.
As you're looking down from your newspaper, you see somebody who has been following you. And he's a younger boy wearing a turban. Nope. And he looks panicked that you've noticed him. Alright, library.
Dang.
Alright.
So, we should be looking for, again, information on, looking at information on cults.
The geology of asteroids might be a good start.
Asteroids, various, space events.
Lewis, since you're helping Toprak, library use with advantage.
I can't make a roll.
Lewis, yeah, I mean, you can if you want to. I just think it might be better for the two of you to give advantage working together. But if you want to make the roll, Lewis, you totally can. You might discover two things instead of just one thing.
What the?
There we go.
Hard.
Lewis, give me that roll.
Make a roll. Yeah, that's a hard as well.
All right,
Nice.
you two begin to search this library. It's it's an English library, and as you look around, you begin to find old research papers from some of the first people who began the colonization process. And you find that some of the local tribes, the Kikuyu and the Nandis, both have conferring legends and stories about something that fell out of the sky, crashed into the side of a mountain, and from there a corruption came out. The Black Wind is said to be a plague that comes out every now and again, killing many people.
Does it say what mountain? Or is it just general idea?
General idea. It doesn't give a specific mountain since the names they use aren't really in use anymore. Or at least you don't know which mountain it is in English.
Can I try and look up mountains in the area, like photos and such, that would have impact site looking type thing? It's like a craggly cliff, perhaps. I think
Yeah, you could look into that.
Yeah, like odd formations. So would that be another library? I assume.
Yeah, that would be in our library. It's going to be the evening though by the time you finish that. So.
Okay. Oh, that is really good. That just hurt again, but yeah.
Yeah, you're looking, and yeah, a little more inland. If you look very carefully to the west of Nairobi, there is a mountain range. There's a couple of mountains that fit the bill, but it's definitely north of Mount Kenya.
North Mount Kenya. Okay.
If you look that up, that is a real mountain.
Thinking that
Okay.
if we can
Also, just so we're
go,
clear, look at this mountain. This is Mount Kenya. It's terrifying looking. It's
it's a pretty,
huge and craggly and
it's a cool
ugh.
looking mountain.
Yeah, it's cool and scary, and I love it.
Hey, there's a photo of it on fire.
Perfect
Oh, yeah.
setting.
Occasionally that happens.
I'm thinking that if we can find where this impact site was, we could possibly find what this poisonous metal could be.
How close is it?
Seems to be a couple miles off of Kenya. You see, we
Doable.
got a couple possibilities, but all north of Mount Kenya. So
You're gonna have to travel pretty far into some lands, but yeah, you could figure it out.
It's pretty rough terrain, is it?
it could be a useful lead.
But yeah, leaving Kenya, entering almost in no, you'd still be in Kenya. Yeah, you would be going to the northern parts of Kenya to go do that.
What kind of skill would be searching for the expert on the local myths?
That you would have to go talk to local tribes people for. So I would say that would have to be like, looking for somebody who could tell you about that. That's not a single skill, that's just going on a hunt.
Yeah, those aren't really...
I want to know where tribesman is.
But for now, it's getting late. You'll have to return to this later.
Alright.
Meanwhile, back with Edith and Clara, yeah, young boy looking very distressed that you've just noticed him. Like, clearly he's like 18 or something.
Okay. I was imagining a 5-year-old. Okay. Edith is just gonna wave.
He runs.
Can I legit yell young man and sprint after him?
Clara, what do you do?
Well, it's BRB.
Dang. Gonna have to stall. Alright. Give me a constitution roll. Okay, Clara, what do you do? Young man just waved at, running away.
Yeah, he's already running? Like, I can't signal to him to chill?
No, yeah, he's running.
Poop. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take off after him.
Alright, both of you constitution rolls.
But also kind of call out, hey, take it easy, it's alright, no one here is gonna hurt you.
Okay, that's gonna pass for me.
I think that passes. Let me just click something. Come on. Yep, that just about scrapes it. Phew.
Alright, what's everyone's move rate?
9?
Move rate is 7.
Yeah. Yours?
9.
Alright. So I didn't know this, but Clara is faster than you, Edith.
How
I'm a
the
tank.
fuck?
Yeah, you're just faster.
I mean, it makes sense. If you're quite big and I'm quite tiny, maybe I'm quite, zippy.
Yeah.
And as you run through the streets, it becomes very clear to this young kid that he's gonna get caught very soon. So I want to ask, how are you going to try to stop him?
Maybe just by yelling, stop! You're not being chased exactly.
Are you rolling persuade?
I can do. Hang on, let me see. What is my persuade? This may have been a stupid idea. Hold on. I'm rolling persuade, but it's not going to go very well.
Yeah, go for it.
No, No.
No, he's gonna keep running like a smart person, and then he
Oh,
decides
for
to hide
crying
in a
out
crowd.
loud.
He's gonna try to stealth his way into a crowd of people. He fails by 1, so you obviously see where he is.
Just keep tailing him, I suppose.
Yeah, you run up to him. He's in the midst of a crowd. He knows he's licked, and he just goes, "What do you want? Don't hurt me,
What do you
please.
want? No. No one's gonna hurt you.
I didn't want anything. I was just told to keep an eye on you."
By who?
By who?
Mom?
Hi, Edith. Who's your mom?
She's,
Is
well,
she Aja?
no,
Oh.
I don't even know. Well, I mean, I've met Aja, but, he's just a business partner of my mother's.
Okay, then who is your mother?
Oh, he looks back and forth and just, Tan Kaur.
Okay. Edith, does that name mean anything to you?
I don't think we've come across that person before.
Probably not. And why did she tell you to keep an eye on us?
Just been hearing about disruptions in the shipping.
What kind of
then-
disruptions?
Like there was this. We were expecting a shipment in from, New York, London, Darwin,
Uh-huh.
and all these places had stuff go missing, or not even arrive. And my mom asked for what people did she see, and she saw someone who looked a lot like you, and a friend of hers saw a figure that came into town and was like, "Oh, it's the business saboteurs."
I wouldn't call us business saboteurs, so to say.
Look, she was expecting a shipment of tea to come in.
Tea?
We did not touch any tea.
What would we
Yes.
want to do with a shipment of tea?
I don't know. That's just what she told me. Again, business
Kid, I think you've got
saboteurs.
your wires crossed.
No, you're business saboteurs. You can't. All the coincidences. They always described like a blonde woman as being part of the company.
There's a lot
that
of
could be
blonde
either one
women
of us.
out there.
Yeah, but it
We're
was like
both blonde.
yes, but it was always like with a dude in a fez and a guy with one arm.
You see
Yeah, okay,
a dude with a fez and a guy with one arm here?
No, but I saw you with them earlier. Oh, he shouldn't have said that.
You've
How
been
long have you
spying on
been
us.
watching us?
None of your business.
Actually,
yeah,
yes,
it
it
is.
is our business. It's a big invasion of privacy, young man.
Edith, roll intimidate.
I swear, if he takes off running again, I'm blaming you.
Yeah, that is not going to pass.
He looks defiant and just goes, "No, not my business where I am in this city."
Okay, but you can't just skulk around the way you've been skulking around and expect people not to take slight offense. That is not a thing polite people do.
I'm trying to learn how to be a. Look. I just was said that if I did this, I would get access to run the tea shop one day. That's all I've wanted to do.
Okay.
We should
well,
have started off with that, but we
look,
have
we have
nothing to
had
do with the tea.
less than nothing to do with tea. Honestly, us and tea have never crossed paths. I don't think half of us even drink tea. So you've got the wrong group of people. Go about your business and get better at sleuthing. You're very, very obvious.
He slinks off.
Yeah, shoo.
The 4 of you regather. You're free to discuss any findings.
Aye. So, I might have a lead on the metal from the sky idea.
Oh, yeah?
It seems that in local folklore from the various tribes, we have this recurring legend of a meteor crashing into a mountain and out coming a plague of sorts, a corruption. Now, I believe I have a few mountains here that could be this site if you want to go and look into it, see if we can find out what it is. It's a few hours out of Nairobi, to the north. I think it could be a good hint, if anything.
I'm down. Because the thing is, we've already been spotted here, so it might be safe to just head out.
Yeah, we've apparently got spy children.
Lovely.
That are
Yeah.
connected to the Aja person, even
Now I know.
indirectly, but Darwin shipping shenanigans.
We haven't accidentally
Followed.
intercepted a shipment of tea at any point, have we?
I don't think so. Well, it's possible we did
Good.
accidentally, but I mean, I
Oh,
wasn't
boy.
exactly there when we were at the shipping dock, but it's basically, if we could, I also want to find some local tribes leaders. We could find a bit more about these myths and legends. Let's try and narrow down possible locations, I suppose, but
The library was sadly a bit surface level when it came to it.
it's
Or
some.
might just not all be written down and more orally spread.
Come on, Toprak, you're an archaeologist. This is part of the adventure. The library only ever gives surface level. Only ever gives surface level information. Adventure!
Adventure! Let's find some ruins and just translate it on our own.
Oh, by the way, do you want to mention the newspaper ad?
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Ah, yes. There's a fellow in Nairobi looking for help with an exorcism.
An exorcism?
An exorcism.
What
An
kind?
exorcism.
Is there an echo in here?
I don't know.
He didn't
Some passerby, an exorcism! Just leaves.
Yes, an exorcism!
But he was also one of the people Bennett mentioned questioning in his Nairobi notes. So worth reaching out.
Nash, I'll need a little bit of help because it's a while since I used it last.
Yeah?
Ritual entrapment is the one I'm thinking of.
Ah, yes, the ritual of entrapment. A very useful ritual. You can basically perform it. I would have to double check everything about the specifics of that. But it's useful for capturing spirits. Oh, yes, that one. You would also need to consecrate a box with a sacred symbol in order to do it.
That's right, the box.
You need a box to consecrate.
I did find the chant I have to use.
Oh, yeah, you still have it.
5 POW. Does it get spell? Wait.
You lose 5 POW to create the box.
Ooh. Huh.
But it worked for you back in China.
That's true. Did work really well. But for right now, I'll prepare a box, but not cast magic in it yet, because it's quite a hefty cost.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah.
So, if worse gets worse, and this is legitimate, I do have a way to entrap a spirit. But let's first just see how real this really is.
Yeah, that works. So are you going to do any more investigation in Mombasa, or are you just going to depart as soon as you can for Nairobi?
Hmm. Suppose, no, we would. What did I say? Never mind. Yeah. If we want to try and stay somewhere to get more information, we could. We don't have to, but we could. Ugh.
Up to you.
I mean, would it take much extra time, do you think?
Possibly. Remember, you are on a bit of a time crunch. The ritual will be happening in less than 20 days.
Yeah, we best not.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm
We can-
uneasy
All
about
right.
staying here.
You can either
Yeah.
take the slow way and make a giant long ass hike, or you can take the fast way and take the train.
Ooh, wasn't there was a railway station mentioned? Would be we landing in like the
It will take you directly to Nairobi. It's goes to Mombasa to Nairobi and gets to Uganda.
Hmm.
since we're on the time crunch, I'm interested in taking the train.
I'm sure
The train could
I
probably
can
be good.
afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to splurge on tickets?
Oof.
Because like we have third class, first class, and you also need to know, due to segregation of this time period, uh, there is something known as a flat car, which is like a freight train that has like an open top, like a giant open thing. That tended to be where black people sit. It's
Hmm.
really unfortunate, and it's really low quality, but it's cheap if you want to be really cheap about this. Third class was, kind of was again more for, like moderate wealth, and of course first class. You know what first class is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't really require the luxury, so probably just third class.
Third class?
Yeah. I'm not picky. Third class will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
It's
here.
it's a slower train, but it's a 2-day trip, so uh yeah, there's some interesting folks aboard this train, all heading in the same direction. If you want more time to discuss things out, you totally have the opportunity. Otherwise, I can just like say we travel by map and we get to Nairobi.
Hmm. I
No one?
Um,
mean, yeah.
since we are in Kenya right now,
Mm-hmm.
um, we haven't really talked too much about her, except for she did show up in that Australia transcript. But Mweru equals Bene equals Anastasia
Hmm.
equals, I
Oh, lovely.
assume, to be the priestess of the Black Wind.
You can keep talking. Keep doing what it
Hmm.
is you're doing.
I conspiracy floor part 2, just mentioning different times.
Uh,
I assume we're gonna see her if it's matching up the way that it seems the pattern's going with this person. Um,
yeah.
I'd like everybody to roll to roll spot hidden, please.
All right.
Okay, mine is gonna pass.
Pass.
I'm gonna spend some luck to
That's not
get
a
that on
pass.
extreme.
As you're in the dining car, like discussing this, like having food, talking about Moeru, eventually you glance out the window and notice something. Hey, is it just you, or is the sun getting brighter? And it's red and blue?
What?
What day is it?
It is July the, let's see, July the 4th. Huh, what do you know?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's American Independence. Wait a minute, we're not in America!
And it's only the 20s. What?
Wait, let me hang on. This is Echo going, slow down while I look at my notes. Help. 4th of July. No. Nothing's supposed to be happening right now.
You mean
Let's
this
see.
one isn't predicted?
Nope. I've got an eclipse coming on the 20th. This ain't it.
So the sun is changing colors? Is that what?
Apparently.
Edith, can you roll dodge, please?
Okay.
shit.
Time to just turtle shell, hopefully, out of the way. That is gonna pass. Very much so.
At what level?
It is going to pass at hard.
Nice.
They passed at extreme. Let's see
Ooh,
here.
well,
That's
lucky-
going to be a total of this. And you take 11 points of damage.
What the hell?
And 4 magic points are gone.
Okay.
What
And
is
as
happening?
you're like sitting there, like staring at what this thing is, it bursts through the window, the red one. The train catches on fire, and you are hit by a bunch of flames and tossed back. Your skin is now slightly charred. Put that in your scars.
Ah, shit. I liked my face.
Actually, real quick, let me roll random hit location. It hits you in the side.
What the hell?
Your face is spared. Don't
Okay,
worry.
at least my face. That's literally in my
We are now in
character sheet.
initiative. We start as always with Lewis.
There's
There's
lights
just 2
attacking.
giant balls of fire. One is red, one is blue.
How the hell do I attack fire?
I don't know.
Well, I have a gun.
Yeah, I mean, you can try it.
Can I try and shoot the blue one?
Yeah, go for it. The red one's what hit Edith. But yeah, the train is now on fire and people are panicking.
Well, my gun's red, so red
Go
and
for
red. God. Hey, that's a pass, yep.
That's a pass. Alright. It's not going to dodge roll damage.
I got a feeling this would do nothing. 14 points of damage.
You're right, it did nothing.
Yeah, I thought so.
It now goes to... yes, it's now their turn. As the fire continues to spread across this, the blue one goes for you, Lewis. The red one now goes for Clara.
Hmm.
Can
Or
I do an occult check if I have any idea what these things are?
I would say roll Cthulhu Mythos.
But,
The one attacking Lewis succeeds at normal.
Guess I'll try and dodge because I don't think I can attack back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wait,
Yeah,
what level of success on the dodge, if at all?
None. I do not succeed.
Roll 2d6. 1d6.
Did I heal up during a trip
Yeah,
beforehand?
you did. You did.
Okay,
You're at your
good.
full
'cause
health.
I realized I was not.
Lose 5 points of you take 5 points of damage and lose 2 magic points.
Alright.
Let's see here.
Let's use them.
Let's see. Edith, your go.
How am I supposed to do? These are flaming balls of fire.
Well, you're on a train.
We're on a train. Okay.
Fire extinguisher.
I feel like, yeah, can I spot hidden to see if there's any fire extinguishers around?
No need. On trains, traditionally, they used to keep water buckets everywhere, filled to the brim with water in case of an emergency like this. They're clearly marked and easy to grab, but it's going to take a throw roll to try and hit one with it.
Okay, then
The good news is the fire is pretty damn big, so you'll have advantage on the check.
Okay, I'm gonna take a throw roll then.
Yep. You aim for the ball, or are you aiming for the general flames?
I'll aim for the ball, honestly.
Yeah, go for a roll.
That's gonna pass.
All right, it's going to try to dodge. Remember, you're at advantage with that check, so roll twice just to be safe.
Okay.
They are going to try to dodge that.
Ooh. A little better payoff.
Fail. Roll 1d3. It's taken some damage, but it's not down yet.
Okay, but at least it's working. It's not magical fire.
You notice that like the red one is starting to shrink a little bit. Clara, what do you do?
Yeah. Given that bullets do nothing, are there more of these buckets?
There's 3 more in here.
I am going to grab another bucket and try and extinguish this fire.
Yeah, give me that throw roll.
With my 20 points in throw. Wish me
You
luck.
have advantage. These things are big.
Cool.
Mm.
That's always good to have. Okay, that's twice, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Oops. Okay, neither of those pass.
Luck.
Fuck me. Love it when you say it like that. Like, why hasn't it occurred to you that you can do this? Spend the luck, woman. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. No, I'm gonna re-roll. I'm not gonna spend. I'm gonna re-roll. If you know what I mean.
It's combat. You can't push.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How many times have I been told that this campaign? Somebody make a drinking game out of this.
5. I just pulled that number out of my ass. I have no idea.
That sounds a little low, I'll be honest with you. Okay. Fuck, okay, spending 25 points of luck right now. A decision that will not bite me in the ass, I'm sure.
Did you pick the lower one or the higher one?
The lower one. I have 20 points in throw.
Oh, I thought you had 30. My bad.
20, no.
All right, it's going to try to dodge. It fails. You aiming for the red or the blue?
The red one that we're already attacking.
Yeah, go for it. Roll
That's
damage, 1d3.
D3, yep.
Yep.
Boom!
Dead.
It's dead! I killed it!
This thing just like shrivels up under the water, and you notice as like the flames die down, spot hidden.
Ooh. I killed it, Professor.
little tiny parasitic creature is like keels over and dies.
Ooh, gimme.
It's it's so imperceptible. Like it's like
I would like to pick it up.
the size of a speck of dust.
I want to pick it up, please. I have little hands.
All right, cool. You crush it.
Thank you. With my little hand, I crushed it.
No. The image of these things in the book, just so you know, is a magnified by like several hundred image. I'll show you what it looked like, but yeah.
I guess I'll just scrutinize the squished remains in the palm of my hand and try and figure out just what the fuck it is.
It's the size of an insect.
Uh,
We go to Toprak. There's one more left, and it's the blue one.
Alright. How many other buckets are there left still?
There's 2 buckets left.
Well, I sure hope I don't miss. I can use luck, right?
Yeah, you can.
Right. Yeah, then it's
Pass
I
the
hope.
throw?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Nice job. Roll 1d3.
1, 2, 3. Decent.
It's really hurting, but it's just kind of, like waiting to see what occurs. Like it's taking some damage from that.
It's waiting. No.
Yeah. Lewis, it is your go. But if you're going to go grab that last bucket of water, you're going to have to brave through the flames. Because the cabin is now even more on fire.
What else can I do? Guess I gotta go do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've survived fire before. Let's go again.
Yeah, go for it.
Very good. Guess it'll just be a D100 here.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot against what are we going?
Against
Dex?
Constitution. So.
Damn, I wish it was Dex. No, that's not Con.
Oh wait, Dex will work as well.
I'm going with Dex because that passes on Dex.
Yeah, you're able to get past. You avoid the damage. You have the water bucket. Go for the throw roll.
Throwing it.
Yeah.
So we have advantage on this here.
You have advantage.
A big. Come on. Hey, look at that.
Ah, dang. It passes it hard on that dodge, but you.
But that's an extreme.
Yep, 1d3. Give me that 1d3.
3.
It's down.
Ugh.
Well, the entire car is still on fire, but for now, you're good. The giant, the little insect things are dead. However, you notice a hole in the roof of the train, and down from above, Toprak, roll dodge.
But alright. Oh.
Nice.
That should be a pass, I think, when I find it.
Dodge is always at the bottom if you need help.
Thank you. Half of the dex. Yeah, that passes.
And as you see emerging from the roof, you roll to the side, tuck out of the way, and as you do, you're able to look up and you see this hooded figure who has just thrown a fireball from above.
Now that I can shoot.
That now goes to Edith's turn.
Can I take out? Can I take out my revolver and just shoot them?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Angle's a bit weird, but you should be. But if you roll it at normal, you should be good.
Okay, that's gonna pass.
She dives for cover,
Damn.
sacrificing her next action. She's lying low on the ceiling of the train car.
Damn.
So you have disadvantage on that check. Roll again. Roll again. You're at disadvantage, so roll twice.
Okay. That is not gonna. Nope, nope.
We go to Clara.
Well, this looks easier to deal with than intangible balls of fire made out of teeny tiny bugs. So I'm also going to take the pulling out my gun and shooting route.
All right, you have disadvantage because she has dived for cover.
Dang it. Get up here and fight like a man,
We'll be down
I
here,
suppose.
She responds, "No."
Yes!
Rude.
Uh, no. The second one does not pass.
Dang.
Dang.
You take the shot.
Yeah. Phew.
Toprak.
Missed.
Alright, so he's like above us, right? In a
Yep,
hedge?
on the roof of the train, yeah.
And we... Well, then... Do I have my whip with me? I should have, I think.
Yeah, you do.
Can't I just whip him and throw me off the train?
I will allow it, but you have to pass at hard.
Ooh.
Because this is a tricky shot to pull.
I like those odds.
Yo.
Yep, you're gonna just use your whip to toss him off the side of the train.
Indeed.
You, like, grab a hold of the hand with, like, it wraps around it, and she goes, "What the?" And you just, like, flick it the other direction, and she goes, "Ah!" She tumbles off the side of the train. Your glance through the flickering and the flames of the train car, and as you glance through them, you see her face. Just for a brief moment, she's got, like, she's clearly a much older woman. You can see the telltale sign of what is it? You see, like, she has a bindi on her forehead. You can tell that she's relatively short, actually. And as she tumbles away, the train moves far past her. Combat is over, but the train is moving as fast as it can, trying to get to a station. So, like, you're currently in a flaming car.
Let's move a bit to another
How many
wagon,
cars back
actually.
is this?
This is the second to last car.
Oh.
You think we just unhook this?
No! There are passengers here.
Are there passengers there?
Not on the dining car. You don't know about first class.
It's first class behind us.
Burn
Yeah,
the
first-
rich.
Damn.
Burn the rich.
I have to.
Yeah, do you all just flee the dining car and head for the third class cars and just, like, pull the thing?
Do you think the 5 can make the jump? I don't know how big of a gap it is.
Not very.
I guess we could just look around for other water buckets that aren't in our thing.
We could peek back to first class and see if there's people in there.
You can't just leave them in a burning car in the forest.
I love this, like, the moral dilemma of, yeah, but they're rich, and gross, but also donor money.
I mean, as soon as you mentioned this was going to be first class, you knew our reaction.
Oh yeah, no, I know this group's reaction. I'm just curious what your morality dictates. I told you we were going to be having harder choices as time went on.
We should probably save them. I'm gonna go try and get people. Be like, hey, the cart's on fire. You should get further up.
Yeah, you run back. You shout at them. One or a few people come running through. Lewis, you doing the noble thing. You do guide them to where you need to go. Congratulations. You get rewarded with. Because you did the moral thing, even if it's like these people might not be the best in the world, you do get 2 points of sanity as a bonus
Lovely.
for doing the moral thing.
Me sitting at max sanity already.
And as you head back to the other car, Toprak, you pull the pike, and the train car goes falling backwards. A conductor runs up and goes, "You sure that was cleared and emptied, right?"
Yep.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Did it myself.
All right. Thank you. I don't know where to begin. I'm forever in your debt. On behalf of the train line, I'm thankful for everything you've done. Please, reimbursements on the house.
Thank you. Kindly.
We'll be arriving in Nairobi shortly. After that mysterious event, you arrive in Nairobi at last, after a very strange circumstance. In 2 days' time, the fire will later be written off as a strange spark and tinder kindling that combusted from underneath the rail tracks due to friction or something. But you know the truth. You know what really happened.
It was
the
bugs.
fire goblin. What? Yeah, bugs, yeah.
Tiny flaming bugs.
Right, the conjure is the firehouse of the cell.
At this point, you are. It is night when you arrive in Nairobi. You are able to find a hotel and sleep in there and pass the night uneventfully. Hope you enjoyed that combat sequence, because I wanted to remind you, the cult knows. They know.
I mean, the woman didn't pop out of nowhere.
Yeah. And eventually, you arrive. It's the morning. Night passes uneventfully. What do you do? There's also the location of the Nairobi Star offices if you want to go to the newspaper.
Be a good starting point. I know we also want to try and get to those mountains. With you just want one of us to set off and try and do that, so the others can stay behind and make some progress.
I would warn you, you would be trekking off into the wilderness, which can be dangerous.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Sorry. The burn is still scorchy, but we should investigate the people Bennett did while we're here before we go out into farther lands.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, start with what we know and then work on what we don't know.
Yeah.
Could we meet up with the exorcism?
The guy who wanted the exorcism. Yeah.
Yes, I could use. He wanted to meet up at a bar, right?
Yes.
Yep. Some pub.
I could use some scotch right now, so I will gladly go over there.
You know what? That's an excellent idea. I'm gonna come with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
nearby
exorcism.
Because exorcisms are weird.
Exorcisms are fun. What are you talking about?
It's the Mulligan Club is where you head to. And he's just kind of, you kind of looking for who this Colonel Endicott could possibly be. It's like there's so many rich white dudes here. It could be anyone. And that's when you see him. He has a pith helmet. He has a
pith
monocle. He has the handlebar mustache.
No.
He has the unnecessary military uniform because everybody knows he served in the military and nobody needs to hear about it again. Back in the Boer War. And that's when you meet him and he goes, there you are, governors. Glad to speak. Are you here about the exorcism help wanted ad? As he smokes from his pipe.
Indeed. That's exactly why I'm here.
No, splendid. Please come, sit down. I have a tale to tell you. These darn dust devils.
I think I should just leave.
Yeah.
No. No.
Tell all, please. This sounds interesting.
Well, you see, sir, madam, ladies, gentlemen, folks.
Oh.
He takes a drag from his pipe. I consider myself a man of very interesting precepts. As you see, I am a great hunter of trophy animals and whatnot. But you see, I haven't been able to hunt in my beloved game lodge in over 5 years, I would say now. No, 6. I want to say 6. I've been traveling back to Europe every now and again, so that's why I haven't really had to deal with the problem. But now that I'm outposted here, I can't seem to go back to my game lodge because of the darn dust devils. And that's you can keep asking him, or he'll just keep rambling.
Well, what is a dust devil? Like, for the unenlightened.
Oh, yes, it's these ghost things covered in sand from the nearby areas of the lodge. I don't know why, but it was when ever since that Carlisle bloke showed up at the lodge, I've been blast him. Don't know why they made such a big deal about his death. Oh, pardon me, I shouldn't speak ill of the deceased.
Yes.
How much interaction did you have with Mr. Carlisle?
Oh, I knew him back. I knew Sir Penhew back in England. He was an associate of mine, and well, if he was traveling with that Carlisle fellow, I was like, oh, whatever, old friends. Brought him out to the hunting lodge, and I told him about the tragic death of my wife and daughter who were eaten by hyenas.
Oh boy.
And well, they being sort of occultist types, Penhew and Houston, that psychologist, they decided to do a seance and try to summon them so I could finally close the book on that chapter of my life. And, well, unfortunately, then the dust devils showed up.
Yes.
It seems like you were dealing with some less experienced folks for sure.
Oh, yes, they had no idea what they were doing, and ever since that land has been haunted ever since. I will gladly give you anything you need. I am a man of great means and resources, money, wealth, a tour. I can even serve as a guide to the wilderness if you help me out.
Oh.
Why, sir, I think we can help you out.
Yes.
Ah, splendid. My game lodge is just a few miles south from here. It's as tall as a giraffe.
Oh.
Yes. Quite interested now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, sound like a deal?
Head there.
I think we have a deal.
Ah, splendid. Let me know when you wish to be going. We have time. I'm not in a rush or anything.
How often do these devils occur? At any particular time?
They occur every midnight when somebody's at the lodge. I'll take you in my truck later. When you're ready to go, of course. I'll be
Right.
staying in my townhouse. He gives you his address. He downs his drink. Cheerio, old chaps. I'm going to be going off and talking with negotiating some deals. I hear that there's a rousing exploration to be going on very soon, and I do not like missing a very good safari.
What kind of exploration?
They're traveling. There's discussions of looking for the lost mines of King Solomon.
Oh,
Oh,
wasn't the Carlisle expedition rumored to have been doing that when they were here as well?
They're rumored, but they weren't interested. I told them about where my theories are about where it is, but they didn't seem to care.
hmm.
Well, when
That's so.
Yes.
we
So-
head over to
No.
I'm just gonna down my scotch and give Lewis the okay to finish his sentence.
No, you can go. I was
Oh, okay.
just good.
Still gonna down that scotch. But when we're heading over to help you out with the Dust Devils, we'd love to hear your theories on the ride there.
Perfect, wonderful. I always love telling these tales to my fellow treasure hunters. And off he goes. You have more time to research and talk to people? Oh dear God, this guy. I love that you've taken his quest, let alone the fact that he's just this fun to portray.
The way you just said yes.
Yes! Watch as I stroke my mustache and look through my monocle.
I forgot. You said the mountains were in the north, yeah?
Yeah, he's taking you southward, but he'll offer to be your guide to the wilderness if you help him.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this.
That's why you're doing this.
Yeah, we can use all the help we need when we're out there.
We gotta exercise someone.
All right. Yeah. So you have some more time in Nairobi if you want to go look around for people or do any research.
There, can we pull out the in character? Can we pull out the Nairobi notes and just look at all the names of
Yeah,
the
you
people?
totally can.
Okay.
What do we got here?
Bennett questioned a lot of people while he was here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we've already found Endicott, but there's Lieutenant Selkirk, the Dr. Starrett, apparently a Sam Mariga who was at the railway station, and Neville Jerman, and it looks like a John Stone Kenyatta who we interviewed specifically about the cult of the Bloody Tongue.
Thinking.
I think the one person we can rule out questioning is the Nails Nelson fellow, because it seems like that whole conversation was about Jack.
Yeah. I'm thinking. We know we can probably find John Stone, and Selkirk could possibly be around here.
Yeah, I think those two for sure. Maybe we should split up.
Yeah, try and find them both. Yeah, could work.
So who's looking for who?
But we have a big idea where Johnstone is. Could I use my direction skill to try and find Selkirk if he's anywhere?
Yeah, you could totally go for that.
I want to know where Selkirk is. Well, I'll try and do the roll, see if it works.
Yeah, go for it.
So, come on. Oh, you look at. Wait. Fuck, no. I was misreading my luck. That is not a pass.
All right, that's gonna be a fun discussion.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I'll just make sure.
It's a trap?
Yep. Well, you do eventually find him.
Oh.
Captain Montgomery Selkirk. He's located at the local military base. Unfortunately, though, there is a catch. The British troops that are located right out front look at you and go, "Oi, get on the premises! Military
Ah.
personnel only."
I see.
And they you can tell there are guards. They are willing to shoot.
So I hobble off and get back to the rest of the group about that, I suppose.
Yep.
Alright, so we know where Selkirk is, but it's a matter of getting to him somehow.
As for the others, you're still looking for Johnston and Kenyatta.
Hmm.
The three of you are
Assume-
still looking for Johnston, right? Because like Lewis went off, found out where he is, but getting past the military guard is going to be tricky.
Oh,
Hmm.
did Lewis go to find Selkirk?
Yeah, and he
Hmm.
knows where he is.
He's just hidden behind a military base.
Well, that's typical, isn't it?
Yeah,
Y'all are still searching, and I'm thinking of ideas.
but you guys looking for Johnston Kenyatta. It takes a little bit of time, but you're able to go to Swahili Town, and it turns out when you ask people about him, it's a little tricky to find him, seeing as how he is a activist for Kenyan independence. But eventually,
Ah,
you do find him. You happen to see him on the street, and he's taken a little bit aback by like non-Kenyans interested in talking to him.
Oh,
Oh, uh, hello? Have you been looking for me? Did I do something? My reputation precedes me.
Yes, it does. You might be familiar with a friend and colleague of ours. His name was Bennett Price, but he also went by.
No, Bennett, I love his books. Fascinating researcher. It was a pleasure to speak to him. You friends of his?
Yeah, yes. Well, I never got to meet him before he passed, but the rest of my colleagues here were close friends of his.
I see. And why do you want to speak to me? I've already told him all I knew about the cults he was interested in.
Those cults he was interested in were the reason he's not here today.
That's just a rumor the Nandis talk about. I didn't think they were real.
Whatever he found out here, when he came back to New York, he was murdered for it, and we're trying to pick up the pieces and prevent something like that from happening to anyone again.
And he looks to the left. He looks to the right. Looks at all four of you. I can take you
Great.
to someone who knows more. Follow me a few paces back. I believe you, but I don't think you should be talking to me. And he turns around and starts walking.
do we follow him?
That's up to the four of you.
Am I with them or not?
You're with them. You're with them.
Okay, I'm
I'm-
with them. I thought I was still with.
I'm willing to follow him.
Wait,
Same here.
I suppose so.
following him. He takes you through Swahili Town. He takes a couple of turns. He walks down a couple of alleyways just to make sure no one else is following him. And eventually he takes you to a small building in an alleyway. There's a door, and he points to it. He just gestures you to go inside, and then he leaves.
Thank you.
That sounds a little mysterious.
Well, onwards and upwards, or inwards, I suppose.
You're gonna go in? You walk downstairs. You enter into a small room. There's a young boy sitting there, and he goes, "It's true. They've come in. Pleased to meet you." He shakes each of your hands.
Ah,
Hi.
My master has told me everything about you. He met you once.
did he?
He will meet you again. Shh, 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 shh. Keep your voice down. He's in the dream
Okay.
state.
Oh, heck.
He'll wake soon. Just go into the other room and be quiet. If you wake him, he might die.
What?
Yes, gotta
Everybody
give
be
a
very,
thumbs up.
very quiet.
As you walk into the room, you see before you a chameleon, and there's it's a little cage, and there's some pillows where you can sit down or kneel, and you see this old man. He sits there in a trance. His eyes shut. He thinks to himself, and he is just going to be there for a while.
Have you met him?
He looks kind of familiar. Bit old. Way older.
Can I roll intelligence and see if he was the dude from that dream?
Now
Yeah.
that you say it, he definitely was.
Okay, yeah.
Huh.
He continues to sit there. 10 minutes pass. 10 minutes again.
Hmm?
He speaks a language you do not know. I don't know if any of you speak Kikuyu, but
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do?
It's very handy, isn't it?
Okay.
No.
he looks amazed that you're here.
Hmm.
But again, he's excitedly talking. You don't understand anything.
Hey, Clara, want to take this one?
Were you being sarcastic? My apologies.
Yes.
No, yeah,
what?
I was expecting Clara to take this one.
Yeah.
No, because let me just explain the tremendous brain fart I've just had. I was about to say, ooh, languages nobody speaks, and then Lewis goes, I speak that, and my brain went, he's being completely sincere, I'll keep my mouth shut and let someone else do it.
Oh, who on earth knows Kikuyu?
I'm sorry. What? He's been places. He got, Yithian. He could have learned anything for all I know, but yes, I... Shut up, Mal. I am perfectly willing to do it.
I was like, whoops.
No, I think that one's on me. I'll insanely comprehend this language.
Yes, please do so.
Okay. Sorry, Mel. Oh.
Did that fail?
No, actually, I didn't. Whew.
Okay, good.
So
I'm not stuck speaking this language now. It's okay.
eventually, he starts to speak normally to you, and you're able to interpret. And You're the people from the dream. I saw you on the train. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of the eye?
Not any specific eye, but
Are you gonna ask that? Is Clara translating, or is she
Yeah,
just
Clara's translating.
I'm-
You understand what Bundari is saying
yeah.
because of her.
okay?
Translating as it goes.
Clara, the eye sculpture thing from the pyramid. I think that's what he's talking about.
Oh. Oh, cool.
Yes,
Possibly?
yes, that. Hassan told me about it in my dream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Clara, Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Hell yeah.
How high is your Cthulhu Mythos now?
Very.
69.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not fine.
Thank you. Pass. Just.
Nice.
And
Thank you.
Hassan, as in the several mystical books of Hassan, as in an ancient dead guy who's been, again, dead for centuries.
Oh, bloody hell.
As in the magical golden scroll that Charlie stole from you that one time.
Ah, there it is.
As in the one you found in Shanghai that told you how to do the spell.
That Hassan, yes.
And I'm assuming I've still got, like,
Yeah, you
in
still
my
have it.
possession. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
Hello.
Yes. You
Hi
saw
there.
me in my dream self.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We speak different languages, yet we understand each other. You seek to destroy the curse, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
The mountain of the black wind, Moeru, she sends the plague every now and again.
I see. Let's talk about this.
When
What
people
plague?
when people get too close to discovering the secret, she sends the plague around this time of year. Wipes out all those who found out. Or at least she thinks she does.
So I should not go seeking this mountain.
No, you should. The
I
plague
should.
has not been sent this year. Usually it gets sent around this time. But something is happening. Plague kills indiscriminately. So if there's no plague, something is happening at the mountain.
How do we know that she's just not waiting to launch it?
Moeru would not kill her own brothers and sisters. Neither would Hypatia, I suspect.
That's a name I know.
You would know Hypatia. Hypatia Masters.
Yes.
You must take this. He hands you the chameleon in the cage.
It's chameleon.
Can I
This
have
is
my
not-
hands out?
Yeah.
This is not just any chameleon. You must feed it insects every night, or else you will lose it. I have brought him just for you from the Dreamlands.
Oh. Dream chameleon.
When you let him out of his cage, he will be of great service to you. Let him out in the Black Mountain when they are doing the ritual.
The ritual of the birth?
Yes. I fear another incarnation cometh. I feel an immense hatred coming from that mountain. A hatred for people who have murdered a loved one.
Yes. You just made a connection.
Well, I shouldn't know this connection.
Amanda can explain it. The players can then express it. Oh,
What?
sorry, I just outed you. I'm gonna make sure I edit this.
What?
I'm supposed to use the pseudonym, not her real name.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, Geo. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the exact explanation.
Oh. We got that. All right.
Ah.
Did we do that? All right.
You killed Augustus Larkins all the way
Yes,
back
we
in
did.
Peru.
He had it coming.
And I warned you back in New York. Hypatia and
Like
Augustus had a thing.
Like you wouldn't have done it if you'd been in our shoes.
That's
Hmm.
he's not.
The man was an asshole.
She never loved Augustus. She loved the person who was controlling him.
She is bringing the anti-boss. Not really.
Oh,
I just
fuck.
really wanted to.
Oh, no, because he had
He was a
a
vessel.
Nyarlathotep in him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Looking around the Black Pharaoh again. All right.
Not good. Not good. Bit not good.
So, I guess, Clara, you need to translate this back and forth, but
It's fine. Go.
so is she planning to give birth to another avatar?
In a sense, yes. More powerful than whatever Augustus was.
Hell.
Oh, God help us all.
Oh, well, then.
If you loved someone so much, would you sacrifice anything to get them back?
We convinced one man of that to stop it.
Believe I would.
That's what Hypatia is doing.
Is she gonna die giving birth to this thing?
I mean, it would make sense if you, I guess, rebirthing a god.
Death is too simple. It would be becoming one.
Hell. Wait,
So she births the vessel and what? Merges with
becomes the
it?
vessel.
Becomes it?
She is the vessel.
Pregnancy is too simple a term. It's more
Uh-huh.
like she is morphing, transforming.
Oh, like
She is
a
giving up the-
metamorphosis, more like.
Giving up
Yes.
herself to become a vessel. Got it.
Ugh.
To become a vessel.
Oh.
This vessel, unlike Larkin, has one other trick. It can turn into the bloody tongue.
Oh.
Into the bloody tongue.
Yes.
Oh no.
You must kill her before the ritual is complete.
Yup.
And the iguana will help us with that.
Yes. The
Chameleon.
this little chameleon here.
Chameleon.
She is not what she appears. Opening the cage and letting her out will do so, but again, you must feed her. I know there are many insects in this land, but they will actively avoid her. You must catch them and feed her.
Do they have to be alive?
Yes.
Okay,
Preferably.
that's good to know.
She must eat.
Does she have a name?
Can I go buy an ant farm?
Yes. Yes, she does. Mo. Her name is. Darkness. Wind. Yep. Her name is genuinely "who is not what she seems," is what it translates to from his language.
Lovely.
Okay.
That's literally her name. Who is not what she seems.
Who is not what she seems?
Who is not what she
That is a nice
seems.
name.
Who
That's a
is
nice
not what
name.
she seems? Look at you. Who is
Inwis.
not what she...
Inwis.
The best names raise questions.
Inwis.
Gonna look at Chameleon straight in the eyes.
Hello.
Hinwis?
Inwis.
Gonna
Hinwis.
nod up and down.
Inwis.
Its eyes look like, because again it has eyes in two directions. It just kind of sticks
Aww.
out, looks for like an insect. Oh, missed.
Yeah.
Cute.
Inwis.
Like the cage is very like intricate. It's like a handmade bunch of twigs stitched together with rope with some string.
Mm.
Like the chameleon could easily escape. It's just not choosing to.
So, we need to release Hinwis the night of the ritual? Is what you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He is a very powerful form of crowd control.
Mm.
She's very good at that.
But we need to also kill Hypatia?
Yes.
Yes.
Or do we have to kill her? Is there...
It seems so.
She is blinded by love. I'm not sure if it's a good kind.
I can't...
This doesn't feel like the right time to be getting squeamish about bloodshed, Edith.
Yeah. I have to do it.
I was just... Since we had, like, nothing on her, I was hoping she was innocent in all this, but... I don't... But if it's her or the end times, I...
So to go for her.
Yeah, seems like a no-brainer in my eyes. I like continuing to exist. Don't know about the rest of you.
Rather good for it.
You should know. I do not have the
boy.
proof, but in my dreams, I saw Mweru, Hypatia, and Augustus. All three of them were really good friends before the expedition began.
Even before Mweru met Carlisle?
If anything, Hypatia is how he met.
Right then.
Bloody
If you have,
hell.
did you ever think it weird that both his current girlfriend and ex-girlfriend traveled on the same expedition?
Exes can be pals.
I'm
All
not
right.
ignoring that fact, but it does seem oddly suspicious given how public the breakup was.
I suppose, yes. That specifically came to mind, but yes.
She was the one that broke up with him.
So why travel with him? You're seeing the conclusion, right? The only logical consequent?
They were still together.
No. That Hypatia and Mweru are the ...
Same person.
No. That
No.
Hypatia and Mweru are the ...
Masterminds?
That's the word. They,
How?
along with Augustus, all three were the masterminds of this entire plan.
So when she had that photo exhibition in Paris,
That's when they met.
and that's when he was already a vessel?
Mm-hmm. Augustus and Moeru were childhood friends.
Oh, yeah.
Moeru turned Augustus into a vessel. Hypatia met Augustus and fell in love. The three of them planned the Great Awakening. And after Augustus died, Hypatia wanted one thing more than anything else: to get the man she loved back. And the wish will soon be granted.
Oh boy.
That's all I know, unfortunately.
He knew a lot.
Yes. I had to go on a long dream quest to discover all this information. But I knew you would get here.
Lovely.
I'll see you after all this, I think. There's a train I will meet you on, and we will discuss one more time. I think you can catch the implication with that one.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yep. Best you be going. I've told you enough. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, we head out and
All right. You leave this area, kind of meander around about Swahili Town.
So do we want to try and get into that military base?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm thinking of methods.
Toprak, can you just roll intelligence for me?
I can.
Or do you know? Do you know how to get into the military base?
I have the directions, but
1 second.
is Toprak military?
There's something he is.
Oh! Wait.
What are you, Toprak?
They're British, aren't they?
Yeah, this is a British colony.
You have the British skills.
Not really skills.
But you have
Let's
the
go
accent.
to favor.
Yes,
You don't need to know the fine details right now.
The British government owes you a favor.
Yes. So, it might take a little bit of communication, but I can get us inside.
You return. Let's try it. You return to the British military base. The two guards out front are going, "Oi, oi, I told you earlier, you're not supposed to come in here."
Alright, I really don't want the rest of them to hear this, actually.
I will remind you of this since your character would know. You were taught the code phrase always has to deal with birds.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I'm terribly sorry, but... Oh, shit, now I forgot it already.
You can
Or
make
if
up anything you want about birds. Just like go for it. Make up a question about birds.
I'm terribly sorry, but did you see the bird fly to the house in our morning?
Which one, the sparrow or the eagle?
The sparrow.
Right this way, sir. Please come in with your friends. Who do you wish to see?
We were
Lieutenant
having...
Shercook.
Thank you.
Yes. I'll take you right to him. He brings you right in here, and you find both the lieutenant and Captain Montgomery as well.
Mm.
Apparently, Captain Montgomery is actually the new guy in charge. He apparently got promoted since we last met him. Yes. Hello. I don't suppose you would know why you're here if it's so important to British intelligence. But pleased to meet you. You're that new recruit, yes?
I wouldn't call myself a recruit, but we got a working collaboration at the moment.
Yes. So what brings you here?
Lewis?
Yes, we're here on, I should say, a follow-up, I should say, of something I've faced as well.
Well, spit it out.
Well, yeah, as a sort of follow-up on the Carlisle expedition, all that terrible nonsense happened a while back. Or something.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you're wanting to know. Well, I mean, like, not much to really say, really. It were right horrible. See nothing to match it. Bodies everywhere. Well, not bodies, mind you, but bits of bodies. An
The
ear,
bodies.
an head there, an arm there, torn to shreds like an old newspaper. Someone grabbed those poor buggers and chewed the hell out of them.
Yes, that's also why we heard that you disagreed, I should say, with the conclusions of the official investigation.
Well, unfortunately, I was part of the investigation.
Mm.
I mean, the jackals and the buzzards probably ate him down a bit, but nah. The locals said the animals never went and touched the free meal. I got bad feelings about him. Strange sight.
Yes, yeah. That's especially here with sort of follow up on what you would speak with Bennett Face. Well, what is this right here? Ah, that's all he has to say to us about that.
Yes, I was giving you the handout.
Well,
he just kind of goes on. I mean, the investigation again kind of proved inconclusive, but there was demands that we, get someone on the books. Why we went for the Nandis seemed like the most likely suspect.
Yes.
Seemed ritual enough, and honestly, the other tribes aren't the biggest fan of the Nandis as well.
He's chose the easiest target, I see.
It's not that I agree with it. It's if we just need an answer. People want justice. We did see this pattern engraved on some of the skulls, though. He writes it down. Classified information. I couldn't just tell any random author, but if I'm speaking to fellow military men.
Yes. I also think I lost a bloody arm.
I know.
Yeah.
Quite horrible injury there, but
Yes.
honestly, good show. Surviving the Great War like that. He punches you in the
Yes.
side.
Oh, yes. I suppose I'll think of it. Suppose it's definitely an interesting revelation. This symbol you have here. Think I'll have to. Did it by chance did you and your team look into this any further besides just finding it?
Not really. Didn't really ask anyone. Just thought it was some ritual thing.
Hmm.
Mumbo jumbo and all that.
Ah, yes. I think I'll ask. Either way,
Why, you recognize that symbol?
I figured that if anything, it could possibly be for, if it is ritual, then that could give us a clue as to who's doing it, because not everybody uses the same symbols, and this is a new one for me. I think. Damn it.
No, this isn't new. You've definitely seen this before, Lewis. And Clara. And Toprak. Especially you, Toprak. You remember this symbol.
Jack, what I said. I'm forgetting what this is from.
Let's see.
It should be one of the most primal images ingrained in your head. It is a bad memory.
This is what they did carve into Bennett.
Yes!
Was it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Ah,
That's
that gives
what
us
it
some
fits into.
ideas then. Oh, bloody hell. I recognize this. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned they carved it into the foreheads of some of the people at that death site.
No, I recognize. You said only some of the people. By chance, do you have photos of the site?
We do. Classified, but again, you're of the right clearance level.
Hmm.
He breaks out the file folder. Looking at the site, the corpses of what appear to be marked as the Carlisle expedition members did not have the symbol. The guides certainly did have the symbol engraved.
That's certainly interesting.
Right?
If you look here, only the members of the expedition weren't carved up.
Yeah, curious.
Everyone else seems to have been. Bit
Well.
suspicious. But, they say case is closed.
Case is closed, unfortunately, but if it's a matter of British intelligence,
Hmm.
It's above my grade to talk to the spies about this. MI6 always has weird ideas.
I know it. Well, I'm thinking.
If you excuse me, I must be going. But
Yes.
But again, do keep me informed, and God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Yeah.
Oh wait, King.
What?
Sorry, King. It's a king right now.
King.
I fucked up.
How dare you?
Oh God, no.
God save the King.
He's a spy.
I won't say nothing.
No, that's just me as the GM fucking up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, so I assume that's all the information we're getting out of that. So
Yep.
definitely shows us something new about this. So how the hell did they not notice that before? Oh, obviously there was Vash, but oh, that's certainly some useful info, I'd say. I think.
I think with that, I think I'm gonna wrap this up for today. I want to save the next bit.
Okay.
As you leave the military base and return to the hotel, you know that in the morning tomorrow you're going to have to go on safari to go deal with the exorcism.
Okay.
As the sun rises the next day, cracking through your hotel rooms. It's at this point you each know that both of rooms notice a mysterious note that was slipped under the door. And before you leave, it says one thing. Get out now, and we might let you live. Signed, The Cult of the Bloody Tongue.
But our adventures will have to wait till next time in episode 29 of Masks of Nyarlathotep, Dust Devil Safari. As always, I am your humble servant, vitusvarnus, and, wait, Laddie, I got something to say, What is it, Mac? Look, I was thinking on it a bit more, and I think I'm starting to piece together exactly what happened with the long hiatus. Oh, really? You think you know what caused it this time? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm intrigued. What do you think it is? Well, you know that thing Lewis is gonna do? Wait, you mean the... It gets used. Yes, it does.